Hello, this is DerTebbers, and this is your Flight Simulator X Mod Spotlight. Hello and welcome aboard. We are in cold, snowy Minot, North Dakota. Why? Well, I've looked around this cockpit and there's a really easy thing that tells us exactly what we're doing. Because you people apparently want me to die, but look at that, the buff. The B-52 Stratofortress. I also noticed looking around, my gosh, look at that. And that's not a handhold, by the way. Just so we're clear, that's not a handhold. Look at all of those gauges. Oh, look at all those gauges. And look, I have a co-pilot. They look really scared. They have not blinked. Oh, wait. They blinked! They blinked! Oh, they're looking around. They still look freaky, though. They're strange. Very strange. This is an Alpha Sim B-52. It's been ported forward from Flight Simulator, whatever it was, Flight Simulator 9? Whatever the one before this was. So let's look it up. Good grief. Very loud aircraft. See if I can turn that plane down a little bit. Okay, so we're flying the city of Fairborn. Big old B-52. First flight of the B-52 is 15 April 1952. Look at that. Celebrated 50 years with the Air Force. This is a pre-91 model, and I know that because can you sort of see if I get a mouse. Can you sort of see there's a 20mm Gatling gun right there. That 20mm Gatling gun was removed from all the B-52s in 1991. True. It's true. You can go look it up. There were 744 of these built. There's only 85 left in service, with 9 of them in reserve. I have walked around at least 3 different B-52s at different Air Force bases and air museums. They're actually upgrading these B-52s, so they will be in service into 2040. Almost 100 years in service for this airplane. Powered by 8 Pratt & Whitney TF33-P-3/103 turbofans. Do that 3 times fast. They each produce 17,000 pounds of thrust. This was to replace the Convair B-36 Peacemaker. Look at these gauges. Oh my goodness. Look at all of those freaking... I mean, you must need both pilot and co-pilot to operate that. I mean, in real life. Let's see, are there any other cool views? It's cockpit, no. Outside, runway, air, no, nothing cool. Okay, so let's... She has flaps? Yeah, she has flaps. Isn't that crazy? Okay, we've got some flaps. We're at Minot for a couple of reasons. Oh, now I have a caution. We're at Minot because I've been by and through Minot many times, and also because this is where one of the bases where B-52s still fly today. There's one down in Louisiana, and there's one somewhere else. I don't remember where. But y'all want me to die because you know what's going to happen. Here we go. Let's push her. Here she goes. Now this is an Alpha Sim, so it is going to be a nicer aircraft. It actually is an installed EXE. Links down in the description. There's actually 2 things down in the description. You need both of them. Here she goes. And away, well, mostly away. Away we go. Look at that wing. And there she goes. Look at the way that the landing gears torsion to go in. It's amazing. Alright, we're going to slow her down. Because where's my airspeed? It's probably an important thing to find relatively quickly here. Where you were airspeed, where would you be? Hey, co-pilot, you want to help me out? Where's airspeed? Man. She doesn't seem to want to move much. Alright, let's bank around here. Now, I'm thinking I'm going to return back to Minot, and we know that's not going to work. Especially since I still don't know where my speed is. Speed. Let's get the flaps up. I can still fly all on gauges because I can just watch my climb gauge. But I don't know where my airspeed is. Is that it over there? Ooh, I bet you that's it down there, down towards... Let's slow it way down and pull up and see what happens. Does it go down? Can you see which one I'm talking about? I'm talking about this one right here. Aha! Yep, that's it. Ooh, okay. Alright, so we got her in the air. Look at that. Big old flying fellow. Yeah, we're going to use that acronym for buff. She's a big one. I've seen these planes do flybys at a lot of air shows. It's just amazing. Now the one thing I'm kind of sad about, you don't see the smoke coming off those engines, because man, when they come down flying hot and low, just the smoke pouring off of those 8 turbofans is just amazing. Of course, the B-52 is still being used by NASA and the Air Force for testing. They fly a lot of tests. Oh look, we're going to crash because we were out looking at the plane. Okay, we're going to do a nice little turnaround. Originally, the B-52, when it was the YB-52, which was the design phase. Oh wait, that kind of questioning. I can see this is an old plane. It's obviously an old plane. We can see right through the cockpit. Okay, that's not cool. Still. But originally the YB-52, God, it bugs me now. All the seams do that. Yeah. See, this was ex-payware for Flight Simulator 2009? Was that when it... or 2004? I'd have to go look. It was payware for then, and it was just ported forward. Not by the payware company, not by AlphaSim. So I'm thinking the port forward kinda didn't help this plane much. What are we doing? Oh, we're descending. Whoa. Uh-oh, we're stalling. Get those turbofans running up. There we go. Come on, help me out there, co-pilot. Oh, there's a runway. Can we make that runway? No, we cannot. But we are going to go into a left downwind. I think so. Yeah, we'll do that. Go into a nice left downwind. We'll try to bring her home. Maybe not climbing so high would be a help. So I keep trying to talk about it, but then I get distracted. But the YB-52, when it was originally built, was going to be powered by 6 turboprops. We changed our mind, apparently. See? We changed our mind. Now we got 8 turbofans. It would be awesome to have the view of the, well, there actually is nobody in the back. I was going to say the back, but no. There's actually ejection seats in the B-52. There's an area right back here, I think it's probably where these nodes are, right here, where the Bombardier and the RCO fly, and they also have ejection seats, as do the pilots. So, better than some bombers. No, we're still descending. I don't really want to descend right now. I want to kind of fly straight and level, please. You know, if the panel gaps weren't there, I think that would be really cool. I think the plane would be awesome without the panel gaps. Panel gaps really, really bug me, but still. Ooh, I can't see anything. It's back of my head. Okay. I'm really going to try to land this plane. So I'm probably going to make some cuts here, because it's going to take me a while to nurse this big old bird all the way across so we can line up. Oh, look, you can sort of see the smoke trail. Just barely. Look at it. Can we get it if we go up against the sky? Ah, there we go. There we go. There's a buff right there. Smoke trails coming out of there. Now this was supposed to be replaced by the B-1. Didn't get replaced. It was supposed to be replaced by the XB-70 Valkyrie. No. It was supposed to be replaced by the B-2. No. It really tells you, I mean, when you think about this, this was designed in the late 40s, coming out of World War II. they designed a bomber that's going to live around, theoretically, for 100 years in service. I mean, it's just amazing when you think about it. And the systems, I mean, all the electronics are all upgraded, but system-wide, when you think about all the various engines and all of that, just amazing that this aircraft might be around for 100 years. Already pilots that are flying this were even born when their plane was taken off the production line. And that's just amazing to me. I'm going to try to swing around and come back into Minot without having any problems, we hope. Of course, B-52s were also involved in a few broken arrow incidents, but there were several broken arrow incidents. If you don't know what a broken arrow incident is, a broken arrow incident is an aircraft that crashes while carrying a nuclear weapon. In fact, there's some nuclear weapons or pieces of nuclear weapons off Spain, off Savannah, Georgia, off Greenland, actually. Let's trim down, slow her up a little bit. Yeah. It looks like she's diving, but she's flying straight and level, theoretically. Okay, so now let's throttle her down even more. Of course, there was the famous B-52 accident where she broke up in midair. Crew all died. When you think how old these aircrafts are, you gotta give them some credit for still flying. For criminy sakes, where's that airport? There it is. Okay. Ooh, let's not dive that fast. Go back to this view so I can actually see my airport. My airport's over there. God, she's just... You have to admit, I mean, for a big ungainly bird, it's still a beautiful sight to behold. Okay, we're gonna go like that. Okay, that's not the airbase, is it? No. The airbase is there, and it looks like we're going to line up, so let's turn in. Smoke blowing out of the big turbofans. Alright, where's my airport? I'm mostly lined up, right? Right. Airport, there you are, okay. Now, let's see what we can do about getting the sucker lined up to get in there. So let's try. Here comes her gears. And those gears in the wings are there just because otherwise wings just flex too much. I mean, it's amazing to walk under this plane and walk around this plane. It's just an amazing sight. Now, probably the one place that most people would see it be Dayton. Go to the U.S. Air Force Museum. I've seen one in... Oh man, it's been... Well, I went through one at an air show in Washington State. Well, when you say went through one, you got to go up and look in the cockpit where half the stuff was covered up because it was secret. My goodness, are we actually going to make a landing? Am I actually going to land a giant jet aircraft? I just cursed myself by saying that. I didn't know that. Alright, flaps. Look at all the flap. That's all the flap you get. Oh wait, there's a little bit more. Look at that. Big old flaps. But yeah, the easiest place to see one is the Dayton Air and Space Museum. I'm sorry, the Dayton Air Force Museum. I keep mixing that up. I want to say the Air and Space Museum in DC, the Smithsonian, but no. You can, I think you can see one there. What I really loved at Dayton when I went was they had a bunch of B-52 nose art off of Desert Storm and Desert Shield. It's really neat to see all the nose art. It was all retired aircraft that had flown missions and then were retired afterward. Because again, we're down to 85 left in service with 9 in reserve out of what used to be 744 aircraft. Alright, are we descending? No, we're at about 0, which is fine. Hey, co-pilot, you want to call out some altitude to me, or maybe some airspeed? Something, maybe? Come on, co-pilot, help me out. My co-pilot's going to eject. Just eject. Poof. Bye. Stick on co-pilots. Had trouble with co-pilots lately. Okay. It's deceiving. I think I'm sinking. I am. Alright, so let's put some coals, put some fire to the coals. Go.
Don't sink.
Oh, here we go. Don't sink again. Alright.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Shh, quiet, dude. I'm not sinking anymore. Okay. Here we go. Think we can do this? Look at her. Hovering in the air. Go back here. Exhaust. Look at that. Okay. Let's see if we can drop right into here. Don't actually know the altitude of my runway, which is probably going to be a pain in the butt here in a minute. I can't tell. It's like I keep looking down at speed, but it's all deceptive. We've got to be moving.
Don't sink.
Oh no, we're going to stall.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Shh, quiet. Quit yelling at me.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Ugh, be quiet, dude.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
You yell at me, don't sink, don't sink, don't sink, and then at the last second I'm too high on the runway.
Don't sink.
So it always goes. Yes, I just cut the engines down. We're gonna try to land from outside the plane. Go. Let's try not to destroy this plane. Oh, we might actually do it. Not exactly center line. Whoa. Brakes. Brakes. Look at how the wings, they just slowly settle down as the aircraft slows down. That's just awesome. Look at that. I actually landed it. Woo! Go me! There we go. So this is the B-52 X-Alpha Sim Hayware from the previous version of Flight Simulator. It's been ported forward to Flight Simulator X. It does have some problems in the cockpit, but we can overlook those for playing with an awesome old Cold War era bomber powered by those 8 beautiful smoking turbofans, and an aircraft that's going to be around for another nearly 30 plus years. And we'll be celebrating 100 years in the Air Force inventory before it's retired, probably. So until next time, it's been Captain DerTebbers. I actually landed a giant jet aircraft. Go me. Bye.